friends, welcome back to Reedhead Homestead. I know you're like, what is going on with her voice? I've just kind of lost my voice. I actually feel pretty okay. I'm just having some major allergies. It is like pollen everywhere outside. So anyway, just bear with me as my voice sounds like this. But we have a lot of fun things to do today. We are working on the office and I'm really hoping that we can actually get it wrapped up this weekend. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is actually what we're working on, our little home office here. And this looks crazy because it needs a second coat of paint, but we have the cabinets painted. Of course, I still have to paint the floors, fix all of that. I think I'm going to frost these, so I got that to do. We got to figure out something to do with these doors, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little, here's where we're at so far. Compared to where we started, it's already looking so much better and I love it. So if you're new here, this is what we are doing. The vision is gonna come together. I wonder how many people are questioning my blue.
We're trying to make this more of like a mellow space for Kylie.
Yes, exactly. Yes, you put it so perfectly.
With her favorite color.
That's right. Look how cute this hardware is. I actually found this on Wayfair, but then I found later on that they actually sell it at Home Depot as well. I think it's just really basic, but instead, I think it's looking a little bit more gold on camera, but it's actually like a champagne color. They're gonna be really cute and they totally dress up these very, very plain cabinets. I absolutely love this color blue. It's called Rainy Season and it's by Jen Edwards. I will leave a link to it in my description box. I used this color for the wall and the cabinets. However, I used an eggshell sheen for the shiplap and a semi-gloss for the cabinets. So before I forget, I wanted to just show you guys these baseboards that I got. These are from Lowe's. I don't know if this is a new product, but it's the first that I had ever seen them. And these are just baseboards. They're made out of MDF. They're such a thin profile though. So usually to achieve this kind of look, you kind of have to go with like a 1x4 or 1x5, 1x6, whatever you want to do for your baseboards. But these are just such a nice thin profile. They actually have the little rounded edge here and then this side is flat that goes against the floor, which I also have not seen MDF baseboards of this style like that before. So I don't know if it's just new to my area, but I thought these were really super cute if you're trying to achieve that kind of look. If you're joining baseboard on your wall, always cut them at a 45, especially if you have a pattern, you know, a design in them. The 45 is really going to join those together nicely. Since I've got just basically a flat baseboard here, there's no special detail in it. I could technically put them, just butt them up next to each other, but if you splice them together, once you go to caulk that seam really disappears and always looks really nice. Next up, we started working on the countertop for the office. We are using 2x8s and we are shaving off the sides with our joiner so that it squares off the wood and allows the boards to fit together nicely. We are using our Craig jig to make pocket holes and we will join all the boards together with screws. We found our studs and secured a piece of wood to the wall to support the island part of the desk as well as provide support to the rest of the countertop. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think of it?
I think I need to do more squats. That hurts. I kind of like the raw pine.
Well, that's what we've been trying to decide all day. I tested like how many different types of stains, trying to get an idea, but
types of stains with whitewashes and whitewashes on top of stains or under stains,
yeah,
and everything, and there just wasn't a right color. So this Why don't you just get clear coated?
I'm still debating on if maybe I want to do a whitewash and then clear it. That's because at least the whitewash will kind of knock down any of like the pinky sort of tone. So we're just gonna do a little shorty there and a little short piece here. And yeah, I think it's gonna look still really good. And then we'll connect them underneath with pocket holes is the plan, so.
Yeah, or staples. I mean, I've got double-sided tape.
Oh my God, okay, Mr. Engineer. All right, we're almost done.
Let's do this.
So I've come to the conclusion, I think, that we are gonna just do a whitewash on the countertop in there because the whitewash is gonna knock down any of like that pinkish kind of yellowish tones and just kind of even all of that out. And then we're gonna put a coat of sealer on top of it. We'll do the polyacrylic, you know, my favorite. We'll give this a go and see what we think. We might be in crisis mode, who knows. I always take the time when we're doing our own projects to experiment a little bit. You know, it gets me nervous to experiment when I'm doing other people's stuff, but when I'm doing my own stuff, I'm like, woo, I got free range to just go crazy and do all the experimenting and try all the different things.
It's okay if we mess it up on our house.
Yeah, we don't
just
care.
Can't mess it up on somebody else's house.
Yeah, sometimes you don't always have the room for error, but it is fun to kind of play around a little bit, so yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna get this mixed up and we're gonna get this done. Okay, so here's right after the whitewash. And I love it. I think on camera it's still gonna pull, my hands are all stained. I think on the camera it's still gonna pull some of that color, but hopefully you guys can see a difference in person. It's very prevalent, very different. It was exactly what this needed. So what we're going to do is frost these. So I did the same frost situation on our front doors. I'll show you guys a clip of that, but we're gonna frost those. And then I did go ahead and get a bunch of cute baskets today and everything. So that way I can get all of this organized in here, and what you will see, you know, through any of the frost will just look really nice. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna tackle getting these painted. I know I keep saying it, but I keep putting it off. I do have a dedicated video on how to paint concrete floors. We absolutely have loved ours so much. So if you guys are interested in that, I have a dedicated video. I will link it down below or put a little card here on the screen for you guys to check that out. I did get everything put back in the cabinet, so that's wonderful. So we're making really good progress. So, as you guys know, the cord situation in here was driving me crazy, and I'm on a mission.
There's cords.
I know, cords. What I was thinking, I just wanted something so simple. I know there's a lot of different ways to conceal cords, but what seemed easiest to me was to just kind of get these trays. I'm just gonna try them out. Are you doubtful, Mark?
I'm very doubtful.
He's very doubtful.
I'm like, let's just make a custom ledge, and they'll sit across the ledge on the bottom of the desk, and it'll be fine. She's like, no.
And I'm like, no.
I bought baskets.
I want them all jumbled in this basket. So what I'm thinking, these are actually like to go in your pantry. So they actually are like little stackable trays. I'm sure that I've seen like little baskets like this that actually are for this exact purpose. I just could not find any that I could go to the store and buy some. And then I just got these little, what are they called? Cup hooks. These that everyone knows about. And I'm just going to use these to attach this underneath the desk. And that way all the cords can sit in here up off the floor.
Oh, and I don't know if they saw this through the glass.
I know. Okay, we just
that.
got this done. And how much better did these look? Like,
I mean, look at that.
Holy cow. Like, out of everything, this is such an easy DIY. And it literally made this space feel so much more organized, not being able to see everything. This is feeling very peaceful in here to me, so I'm excited to get these installed because I think that's gonna like triple for me.
Are you done? Is it finished?
It is totally finished. I cannot believe it. I'm literally so obsessed. So obsessed. I've already been working in this space a little bit. I love it so much. Without further ado, let me introduce you guys to my new home office. Why do I always have to do that? I just do.
It's so great.
Oh, I absolutely love it. How beautiful and relaxing is this space? I could probably talk to you guys about 500 of my favorite things in this room. This literally might be one of my favorite makeovers yet because I had such a vision for it, and to see it come to life and exceed my expectations, it's just amazing. I love it when that happens. There's just a lot of favorites in here. I will just touch on a few of my favorite things. One of my absolute favorites, I think my top favorite, was frosting these. This made such a big difference. I would highly recommend that if you guys have something that's like open glass like that and you're trying to just get a little bit organized, frost them. It was the easiest, cheapest DIY ever, and it made such a big difference in here and just made this whole space feel so organized. Speaking of organization, I think we almost could have skipped the entire office renovation if I had just thought to conceal all my cords in this basket. This is a game changer. I was so tired of looking in here and having cords everywhere. I mean, you guys, if you saw my first video, you know like my cord situation was out of control. So having all that concealed in there is wonderful. I think my other favorite thing that was a total DIY was transforming this cabinet. So adding the little sides on here, wrapping the shiplap around the cabinet, kind of tied everything together. And I just love this. I feel like it made this little cabinet look a little bit more like a piece of furniture, or a little bit more custom, which if you can achieve something like that in a space, it's gonna make the whole thing feel more elevated, which I love. So it's also just incredible what putting a coat of paint on some cabinets and some new hardware can do. It's crazy.
And I love how it just made the legs on it. You were gonna make legs, but hashtag it makes a leg.
It made a leg. If you know, you know. And then I'm gonna have my trim right here. Look at how it makes a leg. It makes a leg. I'm so excited.
Hashtag it makes a leg.
Hashtag it makes a leg. I absolutely love that.
You want to know what my favorite thing about this whole reno is?
What?
I feel like the color, because you don't really do color, you do black and white, but I feel like this color has really calmed you down quite a bit.
It really does. And I'm gonna go ahead and also admit that my chief of designer, Mark Reedhead, Chief of designer?
Chief of designer? Well, that means I'm your chief because you're the designer.
So
am I your boss now? You're not my boss?
You've been promoted.
When did I get promoted?
Chief designer?
Head of design?
Head of design? Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gaining a lot of titles. You've been in training for a long time and you've been promoted. Mark pushed me to do color in here. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do black cabinets, I'm gonna do gold hardware, everything's gonna be black and white, it's gonna be so beautiful. And Mark was like, no, I really think that you should do color in this space. And I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to think about that. And I am so glad that he said so because I absolutely adore the color in here. It feels so relaxing and I just love it. So
plus now it matches your lighting.
I know, my lighting. Okay, 2 things I do want to mention to you guys because they're not sponsoring this video, but I do still have codes. So I know a good deal when I see one. I still have a code for the lighting, the Vaunt lighting that I showed you guys in my last video, which I am loving, absolutely loving so much, especially because it eliminated all my cords and the extra light in here is exactly what this space needs. And I feel like it kind of just adds a cool factor. Anyway, if you guys use my code 10 REIDHST, that's going to get you 10% off of the lighting, and I will have that linked. The other thing I want to mention to you guys is my rugs that I have in here. I went with 2 3x5 rugs, and these are from Boutique Rugs. I love them. The quality is fabulous, and they were so affordable, and I also have a code with them. It is code READHEAD, and it's going to get you 60% off site-wide and an additional 5% off already discounted prices. So I will leave both those links for you guys, both my codes. If you guys are interested in new rugs or some lighting, I think both are wonderful deals. So speaking of saving money, one of the things we actually set out to do in this space was do it on, budget-friendly basis, right? So you guys saw us reuse the cabinets. You saw us reuse the countertop, the wood in here. We did MDF shiplap instead of regular wood, pine shiplap. There were a lot of choices that we made that were very budget friendly, and if you guys are interested in knowing the cost breakdown for this renovation, go visit me on Instagram. I will share all of those details in stories, and then I actually kind of redesigned my Instagram layout a little bit, and so I have highlights now with all of my projects. Everything is on there, so I will include we'll go back through my receipts.
I don't know.
The cost breakdown, but
Kylie says this is a budget build. I don't think that. I think this is a recycle build because I think it's a Reedhead Homestead budget build, but I think it's more a recycle build because we recycled existing wood. Yes. We only added 3 new planks. We recycled the existing cabinetry.
Yep.
We kept the existing cabinet. We really recycled quite a few items in here.
I already even had these.
Oh yeah, we even had the cork board.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff that we just kept the same, and we just reimagined the space, reconfigured it, and it is amazing if you just use your imagination a little bit and you put in a little bit of sweat, okay? A little bit of sweat. There were no tears this time. That's good. But yeah, it's amazing what you can do with a space. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. We always have more in store here, so stay tuned, stick around, and we will catch you really soon. Bye!
Wait, Kylie, there's something missing here that we didn't put back up.
I know, I forgot to talk
Can we really say that this is a complete build?
No, I know. You guys are going to ask about the doors. We took them off, and can I just tell you how liberating it was to take these doors off? I was like, oh my gosh, this room just tripled in size. It's amazing. Those doors, they opened inward.
It really makes it feel taller too.
It really does. Yeah, same with the vertical shiplap. That really draws your eye up in the room. But anyway, I want to do barn doors here, but I just haven't quite made a decision on them yet.
Well, I know exactly why you haven't made a decision. Why? Now hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm interested. Okay.
I think you know what I'm going to go here with, and I think you're going to accept it.
Oh no.
But 70s bead curtain.
No!
Yeah, we're going to do 70s bead curtain all the way across, and psychedelic bead curtain too.
Oh my gosh!
With probably a mural on it.
No.
I don't know. It looked pretty good. I feel like that would be so good flow wise.
If you keep coming up with these crazy ideas, I'm gonna fire you from chief designer position.